The Servant is a creature built of memory, plasteel and genetic scraps. It began as a collective dream experienced by the Star Chamber, dozens of powerful Delac leaders feeling the will of the Psychoterica impressed down upon them. Like some sleeping giant trying to rise from the depths, the Servant took shape from this dream, much as the Stalkers are shaped by the psychic talents of a Whisperer into a tool for the clan. Unlike the Piscean and Cephalopod Stalkers, however, the Servant is no mere animal guided by the mental commands of its controller. Rather, not long after its shell was created to match the vision of the Star Chamber and a cultured cranial soup poured into its cortex, it became self-aware. Guided by ancient memories, some echoing down across the eons from Silent Ones, others fresher coming from its Piscean heritage, the Servant has become an effective tool of the Star Chamber in its plans to awaken the original Necromundans. Held aloft on a bundle of mechanical tendrils, the Servant can stand taller than an Ogryn or flatten itself out until it's only a few spans above the ground. The spherical jaws that make up its body and protect its brain are in constant motion, giving the appearance of some grim cross between an octopus and a shark. Not that most Necromundas would know what either of these ancient Terran beasts actually look like. It can also move with surprising speed, using the bundles of its tendrils to run along dome ceilings or dash up ladders. In the service of the house, it can also be quite deadly, its tendrils charged with electricity, and its mouth able to emit a stunning wail. Hello and welcome back to Wellywood Wargaming. My name is Damon, and this is the series where I give you all of the agents and dramatis personae in the game of Necromunda. Before I get started though, please do like, share, subscribe, and check out the Patreon as well if you'd like to support the channel further. And this is the last in the series of the Agents and Dramatis Personae series, and what a way to go out with a massive bang, or should I say a subsonic wail, with Delac's special beastie here, the Servant of the Silent Ones. That's actually how Delac speak, by the way, if you didn't know. Now this guy is a house agent available only for House Delac. There is no model for him, but he is a giant flipping cyber worm from Dune, pretty much. Fantastic looking illustration and awesome bit of lore there as well. Very, very, very scary, very, very unique. There's nothing like him in the game otherwise, and he's probably up there as one of my favourite agents so far, I have to say. Obviously, I have a soft spot for Delac as well, so I really do like this guy. Now, he's 100 to 200 credits, respectively, at the cheapest and most expensive if petitioning him as a house agent, and the stats are as follows. He's got a movement of 8, weapon skill 4, ballistic skill 4, strength 4, toughness 5, wounds 3, initiative 4, attacks 5, leadership 7, cool 4+, willpower 5+, intelligence 7+. So a lot to take in there. The movement 8 is an absolute highlight there. Average ballistic skill and weapon skill, toughness 5, 3 wounds, 5 attacks. The 5 attacks is the icing on the cake there for me. Interesting mental stats with quite average leadership and intelligence, but very high cool and willpower there as well. Now, in terms of the special rules and skills and stuff that this guy gets, he has Clamber, Infiltrate, and Sprint, which are all fantastic skills. Sprint, meaning that you can go 8, 16, whatever 3 times 8 is. I'm terrible at maths. Very fast. He's also got Clamber, meaning that you can just move up stuff like you're just walking or running. And Infiltrate too, just the absolute icing on the cake. You don't even need Infiltrate when you're that fast, to be honest, but he's got it. What's not to like about this? It's all very scary indeed. Now he comes with 2 unique weapons that are only ever available for the Servant of the Silent Ones. I'm going to say it like that every single time I say his name, by the way. The subsonic wail and the electro tendril. So a ranged weapon and a close combat weapon. Let's just bring those up and have a look at them. The electro tendril is the close combat weapon here. I say close combat, it's actually got a 4-inch versatile range on it, so you add that to your 8-inch movement. It's pretty scary. It's +1 strength, 1 damage, parry, and shock. So parry on a giant mechanical worm with shock. Very nice, 4-inch versatile, that's fantastic. We've also got the subsonic wail though, and this is where it gets really interesting. The subsonic wail is a template weapon. It's strength 2, it's -3 AP. It's only 1 damage, but it's seismic. So a really interesting one there. Not many weapons like that at all. Strength 2, so low strength, but if it does get through, if it does, well, it's going to get through your armor with -3 AP. It's pretty cool. So if it wounds you, nasty. Only 1 damage though, but then seismic as well, meaning that you're always pinned no matter what. I really like that. Very, very cool. Very, very flavorful and fluffy. So really awesome template weapon, really awesome close combat weapon. What is not to like about this guy so far? He does have a carapace armor, so I think what you should be doing when you look at this guy is actually reducing his movement by 1, reducing his initiative by 1 as well, to make up for the carapace armor. If you do that, yeah, it makes his movement 7, which is still very fast. It makes his initiative 5+, which seems a bit odd. He should have pretty high initiative, I think, as by the fluff and lore that we had there. And a bioscanner and a respirator. So bioscanner is always nice to have as well, and a respirator too. Now here's the special rule for the Servant of the Silent Ones. He is a psychoteric echo chamber. This is really cool. So once per round, if a friendly faction psycho within 12 inches, quite a lot of them if you're playing Delac, uses a weird power, this fighter can make the same weird power resolved one after the other, starting with the active fighter. This fighter does not count as being active or activated and does not lose a ready marker. So if you're doing existential barrage or whatever, you can just do it immediately again with this guy for free and not lose your ready marker. That is flipping awesome. I mean, what's not to like about that? Fantastic character, and I think now that I've gone through his rules again and spoken it out loud for the Servant of the Silent Ones, I think he's my favourite, absolutely. And this, of course, you can find the rules for the Servant of the Silent Ones in the House of Shadow. So, that's your Delac book if you play Delac. One of the best books, I have to say, but that's because it's Delac. But yeah, I'd love to see some conversions for this guy. There is actually in the Wellywood Wargaming Facebook group, I can't remember your name, I'm so sorry, but you posted up your own conversion of the Servant, and it was just fantastic. Really scary, nasty looking guy, as well as Yagaloth as well, and a really good conversion for Yagaloth. You can check that out on the Wellywood Facebook page. Anyway, that is the last in the series for now. Of course, if Games Workshop, I'm sure they are still supporting the game, but if they do continue to bring out more agents and hired guns, I will absolutely go back and add more to it. I probably will get through the hangers-on at some point, but for now I'm going to take a little bit of a break from this because 60 hired gun videos, however many agents, I am kind of exhausted from doing these, if I'm honest. So I think I need to move on to something else for the meantime. I hope you've enjoyed it, though. I really do. Please comment down below. Let me know what you think of the series, both of them, and continue to support the channel any way that you can. And I will catch you in the next video, whatever that may be.